All right. Here we are looking at the principles of tangency. Principles of tangency. And when we talk about the principle of tangency in technical drawing or engineering drawing, there are three principles of tangency, and now we want to look at principle one. So as you can see here, I said that this principle is used to join an arc with a straight line. So we use the principle of tangency 1 to join an arc with a straight line. Now, this is an example of what the principle 1 is all about. So if you look at what we have here, we have a straight line AB and we have an arc whose radius is R. If we know the radius of the arc and we take the radius of the arc with the use of our compass, so we put the pinpoint of our compass at this point O and we draw this arc. So this arc, it touched this line AB at this point. So this point where the arc touched this line AB is known as the point of tangency, and we use capital letter T to indicate the point of tangency on this straight line. So this is the first principle of tangency, which has to do with the joining of an arc with a straight line. Here we have the applications of the first principle of tangency, and this is the first one. Here we have two lines. We have line OA and line OB. They are at right angle to each other. The angle here is a right angle, angle 90. So they are at right angle to each other. So we want to join them together with the use of an arc. So how can we get this done? How can we get this done? So what you just need to do, after you have drawn these two lines, OA and line OB, meeting at a right angle to each other, what you need to do is to take the radius. So you take a radius, let's assume that the radius is 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters. So you take a radius of 20 millimeters, you take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here to here, and then you take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here to here. So you draw this center line and you draw this center line. So after you have drawn this center line, these two center lines intersect at this point. They intersect at this point. This is the point of intersection of the two lines. Let's call it point Q. So they intersect at point Q here. So what you just need to do is to take the radius 20 millimeters, as I said here. Take the radius 20 millimeters after you have drawn this line, and they intersect at this point Q. Then you take 20 millimeters and then you put it at point Q here. By the time you put it at point Q here, you can draw this arc that will connect these two lines together. So what we have done here is that we have used an arc to join these two lines together, line OA and line OB. We have connected them together with the use of an arc. So that is example 1. So as I said here, this point T is the point of tangency, the point at which the arc touched the line. So this point and this point are the points of tangency, and we use capital letter T to indicate that on our drawing. Then we also have the same thing here. This is second application of the principle of tangency. We are using an arc to connect two lines together, two straight lines together. So we have line OA and we have line OB. So what I've said here also applies to what we have here. So just take the radius, you take a distance from here to here, 20 millimeters. Then you take 20 millimeters from here to here and you draw these two center lines. The two center lines intersect or meet at this point Q, as I said. So this is point Q. So they intersect at this point. So what you just need to do is to take a radius of 20 millimeters as an example. You put it at this point Q, and you will draw this arc that will connect these two lines together. And don't forget, and look at these two lines, line OA and line OB. They are not at right angle to each other as we have here. So they are at an angle to each other. They are at an angle to each other. Looking at this angle is probably angle 75 degree. Probably angle 75 degree. I didn't measure it, but it may be angle 75 degree. So that is the second application of the first principle of tangency. Now, the third application of the first principle of tangency is what we have here. So we have these two lines. They are at angle to each other. So we have line OA and we have line OB. So they are at angle to each other. I want to join them together with the use of an arc. We want to blend them together with the use of an arc. So what we have to do, as we have done it here, you take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here to here if the radius is 20, and you also take a measurement of 20 millimeters from here to here. So you draw this center line and draw this center line. So these two center lines, they intersect at this point, which we call point Q here. So they intersect at this point. So you now take a radius of 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters, you put it at this point and you draw this arc. So this arc will join these two straight lines together and to blend them together. So the point of intersection of the arc and the line and the lines are known as the point of tangency. So as I said, this is all about the first principle of tangency, and it has to do with the use of an arc to join the connection of an arc with a straight line, or we use it to join an arc and a straight line together. So I believe this is clear to you. Just practice it. That's what you need. Just need to practice and you will get used to this. So thank you for listening. God bless you.